Tak jo. Takže odkrýt oblečení. Asi nic lepšího nemám. Že ne. Zkusíme dát nějaký vylepšení, jestli to půjde. Potřebuji vylepšení do všeho. Prostě to je lepší, no tady ta maska, já si nemůžu pomoct, ona je fakt lepší. Má nic lepšího neseženu. Jo, to už jsme viděli. Taky viděli. To je pěkná. Tohle se mi líbí. To se mi líbí. Se hodí k oblečení. Tak jo. Teď zkusíme vylepšit oblečení, co nejvíc to půjde. I když ještě předtím. Tady si pozbíráme věcičky. Když už tu jsme. Tak. Jdeme za zvířátkama. Když vylezeme nahoru, projdeme tady ty. Tak to by byly hypogryfové. Skočíme sem vedle, tam jich je víc. Pojďte zvířátka, pojďte se napapat. Ještě tebe, prcku. Děkuju. Tak, jdeme dál. Jo, nemám tady nic. Ne. Až tam. Až tam dolů. Já se půjdem podívat na Fedixe. Haló, Fedixy. Jsi tady. Jsi tu sám, no, bohužel. Zatím. Budou miminka? Tak. Teď můžeme.
Deke hasn't seen this many plants here before.
Nemáme guára. Taky ti to dám. Teď dáme tohle. Tohle se taky hodí. Co budeme dělat? Co budeme teď dělat? Přijde, jasně. Opět jakou tendenci, já jdu najít do jednorožce. A nebo ne, nejdřív jdu za Poppy skrz Kentaury, ať máme tohleto snad už vyřešený. No, uvidíme. Jestli to už nějakou tikom ukončíme. se přesunem.
Mother's rolling in her grave, she is.
Revelio. Let's see what's up your sleeve this time, Merlin. Mysterious and a bit unsettling. What to do?
Co pro mě Pepi bude mít za zprávy? Dohodla se nějak s těma kentaurama? Toť otázka. Budeme čekat.
You made it. At least we're out of the classroom.
I take it this means you had some luck at the library.
It took a few hours and some eye-watering maps, but I think this might be the cave Doran told us about.
Impressive, especially with how little information he gave us.
Well, I'm still not sure this is the cave, but it did seem the most promising. I stumbled across some folklore about a cave in the area that people avoid. Seemed the perfect place to hide something of value. It's a bit of a leap, I confess, but might a mysterious item such as a special moonstone be hidden in an equally mysterious cave? I think I'm desperate for anything at this point.
Did you discover why people avoid this cave?
Ridiculous, really. Rumour was that the cave drove people mad. I couldn't find any account by someone who had been in the cave, though. So either it is a rumour, or anyone who went in wasn't in any state to speak of it afterwards.
Well, we're here. We might as well have a look.
Agreed. I wonder if you'd go blind from staring directly at a moonstone.
Dobrá, takže se jdeme podívat do jeskyně, který můžeme zešílet. Tak se nám nic nestane. Tak schválně, co tu bude?
Revelio. You don't think the rumors about the cave are true, do you?
I suppose we'll find out, won't we?
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
It's another aggressive one! Expelliarmus! What is going on with them?
Házet nemusela.
Revelio.
Tak ty to má, ty vole, teď se jí zkazíš.
Confringo. Lumos.
Lumos.
Aha.
Confringo.
Dobře.
Pulso. Revelio.
A, tam půjdeš.
Lumos.
Lumos.
Tak, pojď.
Revelio. Accio. Pulso. Glacius. Pulso. Glacius.
Juchu, jsem tu. A mám to.
Revelio.
Voipers.
I beg your pardon?
This must be how the rumor about the cave started. The Whooper's song is said to drive anyone who hears it mad.
Revelio.
Accio.
Accio. Revelio. Accio.
If the Moonstone is here and so are Whoopers, I wonder if it's being protected.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Jo, tohle už jsme jenom
Why
viděli.
am I not surprised? First the Whoopers and now this.
Revelio.
We need to find moths for those spinners.
Accio. Lumos.
Lumos! Accio. Perhaps the runes on the walls have something to do with finding the moths.
Revelio.
Accio!
Lumos.
Lumos!
Lumos.
Lumos! Accio!
Revelio.
Compulso!
Glacius.
Compulso!
Glacius.
Another obstacle.
Revelio.
No matter. I'm sure we can work out a way across.
Lumos.
Lumos!
Glacius. Lumos.
Merlin, it's beautiful.
Lumos.
Accio!
Lumos.
Accio! Compulso!
Glacius. Lumos.
To jsem stihla hezky. Zase zpátky, tady ho vyzvednout. Pojď. Mám tě, dobrý. Můžeme pokračovat dál.
You did it!
Revelio.
I was hoping we wouldn't have to do this again.
Leviosa. Flipendo. Confringo.
Flipendo!
Confringo.
Arresto momentum!
Flipendo.
where the water's bubbling. How odd.
Shall we take a closer look?
You read my mind.
Pokračujeme. Ještě vezmu kytičky. Plaveme, plaveme. A jsme u toho stromu. No, hra.
Malia, it's even more beautiful close up. It's got to be here, I just know it.
Confringo! Revelio.
Given what Floopers are known to do, I never thought I'd be so happy to see this many of them.
I don't know. I've been listening to them for a while now, and I'm starting to lose my mind.
Confringo! Very funny. I was just thinking how it's proof that poachers haven't been here, assuming this is where the Moonstone is. Which means we're one step ahead of them. We found it! It's like staring directly at the... Well, we found what we came for. Now we just need to bring it to the henge.
Máme ho, Poppy.
Well done, Poppy. This did end up being the right cave after all.
A good thing, too. We need every advantage over the poachers if we're to get to the Snidgets first. We should do as Doran suggested and bring the Moonstone to the henge.
Shall we?
We shall. If we leave now, we should make it there by nightfall. That's the henge, precisely where Doran said it would be. But now that we're here, I'm not entirely sure how to feel. We knew we were at the cave for the Moonstone, but Doran didn't tell us what to expect when we placed the stone in the henge.
Whatever it is, it had better have to do with Snidgets.
The clock is ticking in that regard, isn't it? Let's make our way down. We're nearly at the end of this. I think that's it over there.
How's your Gran doing, by the way?
Nothing keeps Gran down. She set up a caterwauling charm and threatened to make a coat out of the next poacher that set foot on her doorstep. I still feel terrible that I'm the reason they went there.
Surely she'll be pleased you've gone after the Snidgets.
I hope so. Gran understands how important it is to protect those who need it. I think we can safely say we know where the Moonstone goes.
Kde seš? Dáme to společně, pojď. Kdo jiný než měsíčníci by mohli přiběhnout, že?
Oh! That was a mooncalf dance. Do you know how rare it is to see even one? They only ever happen under a full moon. Though I suppose the Moonstone allowed it to happen now.
Is the pattern they left behind on the ground normal?
All part of the dance. No one pattern is ever the same, though. We'll need to draw this one to get a better sense of it. Can't wait to tell Gran that I've managed to see not one, but two mooncalf dances. she'll be jealous.
You've seen this before?
It was pure luck the first time. I was on Highwing, or I'd never have spotted it. It was the night the night I met Highwing, actually,
I'd love to hear about how you and Highwing met.
I'd actually like you to know. About 5 years ago, Highwing had been captured by poachers. At first, they planned to sell her, but soon decided they wanted to kill her instead. More money, I suppose. I'd finally had enough. I freed Highwing and we ran. We'd flown for ages when I spotted mooncalves dancing below and we landed to watch them. It felt like an omen. A good one. A sign that the worst was over.
What do you mean you'd had enough and the worst was over?
You see, the night I freed Highwing was also the night I ran away from home. A poacher camp. I come from a family of poachers.
No to si děláš srandu.
Why didn't you tell me this before? After all our time together.
I'm sorry. I thought about it so many times, but I'm ashamed of who my family is. I never fitted in, but the older I got, the more apparent it became. Gran tried for years to convince my parents to let me live with her. Suffice it to say, when I left with Highwing, I flew straight for her house.
How brave. I'm glad you escaped.
So am I. There were so many creatures I was unable to help when I was younger. Now that's all I want to do.
From everything I've seen, you're doing precisely that.
I've had a bit of help. I've never told anyone any of this, but I'm glad that you know. It's nice to have someone to talk about it with.
What was it like growing up in a family of poachers?
The thing I remember most was how much we moved around, always chasing the next big kill. It was chaotic and dangerous and nowhere a child should ever grow up.
Do your parents know about the things you do now? Saving the dragon from the fighting ring, for instance.
We don't speak, or rather, they don't speak to me. Last I heard, they were in Borneo trying to make their fortunes there. Acromantulas. However, I wouldn't be surprised if word has got back to them. Some days a part of me hopes that it has. Now that I'm older, I wish I could talk to them, get them to see sense. But sadly, I suspect that wouldn't do any good.
We were around so many poachers in the tent. Were you not worried about being recognized?
Poachers are nomadic, and most of the ones in the area aren't any I'd grown up with. That said, I suspect someone must have recognized me. That's how they got to Gran.
I'm glad you told me.
We should get back to Doran. He'll need to see the symbol, and we've got poachers to beat. If you collect the
Přesně tak.
moonstone, I can make a quick drawing of the symbol for Doran.
Are you finished with the drawing?
Just barely. I think the pattern's a bird. At least that's what it looks like.
Didn't the journal say the key to finding the Snidgets lies in the moonlight?
Of course. That's it. We need to show this to Doran. Not that I'd know where to find him at this hour. Perhaps we should head back to the castle and we can track him down after a good night's sleep.
S tím souhlasím.
Agreed. I'm ready to leave if you are.
I don't know why you don't just get a snitch from inside.
Because I told you, I can transfigure one. I've seen her do it, it's true. Soon get us a snitch. Non-verbal spells are very difficult. And risky. You could never do one.
jsem toho chtěl předtím, toho jednorožce, já ho potřebuju se k němu dostat. Je to odsaď blíž, nebo tady tuď? A možná jde od tady tuď? Ne, to nejde tady nahoře. Tohle je taky tady nahoře. Ale teoreticky k tomu možná dojdu. A ještě půjdu přes jednu vesnici. Tak já jdu sem.
A castle. Must have been quite stately in its time.
Confringo! Compulso!
Revelio. Come on, Hazel.
Compulso! Confringo!
Revelio. Hazel must be here somewhere.
Confringo! Compulso!
Leviosa. Do cooperate, won't you?
Tohle bude určitě složitý celkem, chytit jednorožce. Pojď, Hazel. Vrať se mi. Ale když tak aspoň zkusím chytit jeho.
Leviosa.
Vole!
Is that you, Royland? Stop right there, or I'll make you Levioso!
Musíme ho zamrazit. Třeba to pomůže. Zamražení pomůže.
Everything's all right now.
Tak, ale teď ještě potřebuju Hazel. To je tak lisna.
Revelio.
Tak, Hazel. Se vráť.
Revelio.
Mámhle jdeš, ještě vidím.
Revelio.
No to si děláš srandu. Jsem debil.
Now, I'm only trying to help. Revelio. Glacius. Confringo. take Hazel back to a vivarium now. I should let Madame Bugbrook know she's safe.
Hey babe, hurá. Jednorožci zachráněni, a dokonce máme samce. Můžu rozmnožovat.
Did you find my pointy pole?
Madame Bugbrook, I found your unicorn friend Hazel.
Oh, what a relief! Is she all right? Are you all right? Do you have a safe place for her to stay?
To si pište, že mám.
We're both fine, and I have a safe place for her at Hogwarts.
You've a kind heart, you do. I'm relieved and thankful that you'll take care of her. I shall miss my sweet pointy pony, but I know she's safer away from the poachers. Do give her a nice brushing for me, won't you? Take good care of Hazel now.
Before you ask, I'm all out of the new socks, so if your feet are smell, work it out for yourself. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
Revelio.
Take your time looking about. Plenty of wonderful books to stoke a curious mind like yours. Nothing like finding just the right thing, is there?
Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
Revelio. Revelio.
Hello.
Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Accio. Lumos. Ha.
certainly.
Hello there. Was there something you needed?
Hello. I was wondering if you would be interested in having your own shop and a house elf to help you with it. Penny's the name. Penny's mistress is selling this shop. And Penny is most eager to start working with the new owner. It might surprise you to know that Penny can sell practically anything.
Oh, it would be wonderful to have a place to sell things and someone to help me.
You'll be able to give Penny almost anything that you want to sell. It will be no work at all for you once the shop is up and running. If you want the shop and Penny hopes that you do, you should talk to Penny's mistress as soon as you can. Her name is Cassandra Mason.
Why is your mistress selling the shop? And you?
Penny cannot be certain, as Mistress Mason so rarely confides in her. However, she repeatedly mentions how tired she has become of trying to let the shop. She has had rotten bad luck with the last few tenants.
Are you all right? Are you holding your breath?
Penny's fine. Sometimes Penny simply needs to remind herself to stop talking.
What kind of things would I be able to sell in the shop?
All kinds. Anything from essence of Dittany to Mooncalf fur. If a buyer exists for something, then Penny can sell it and get the best price. Just ask Mistress Mason.
Why are the premises in such disarray?
Oh, the previous tenants were not able to manage very well. They seem to have given up rather quickly. Penny is perfectly capable of helping clean and repair, so the shop will be ready for business in no time.
Šikulka.
How is it you're so good at selling? Seems unusual for a house elf.
Oh, before he died, Penny's previous owner, Master Mason, trusted her to do all sorts of things to help him with his shop. Penny supposes it is a bit unusual for a house elf to possess such skill, but Master Mason commanded it, and Penny was happy to oblige. Master Mason was a wonderful master.
All right, I shall go and find Madam Mason.
Oh, this is splendid news indeed. You won't be sorry. You can find Mistress Mason at her home on the north edge of the village. Penny does hope she gets to work with you.
Hard work and good luck go hand in hand. I could use some gold.
Hello, Madam Mason. I understand you have a shop to sell.
Yes. Yes, I do. Are you interested?
Yes, I am. I've always wanted to own a shop.
How marvellous. I think you will find my terms quite generous. But, and do please forgive me for asking, don't you think you might be a tad young to own a shop?
Dovolte.
I am quite capable of owning a shop, I can assure you. I should think you'd be happy to have a buyer.
Well, I reckon you have the confidence needed for such a venture. And of course you'll have Penny to help you. That elf could sell tea to a troll. I assume she told you she comes with the place.
She did indeed.
I like you. Tell you what, I shall sell you the space for an exceedingly fair price. I think you might just be shrewd enough to make a go of it.
An exceedingly fair price for a shop and an elf. What's the catch?
You are wise to be wary in business dealings. No catch, really. I simply ask that you allow me to do you the favour of buying the shop back, at a discount, of course, should your efforts fail. The last thing we need here in Hogsmeade is for one bad apple to spoil the barrel, if you get my meaning.
Yes, an unsuccessful shop would be bad for nearby businesses, I'd imagine.
Quick one you are. Do we have a deal?
What precisely do you mean, should my efforts fail?
Honestly, I only mean that if for some reason you're unable to keep the shop going, I could help you cut your losses. That's all. But, as you've implied, the odds of that happening are remote.
The shop seems to be in an ideal location. Why has no one purchased it yet?
It is indeed. But I've just decided to sell. I've grown weary of being a landlady. My late husband was the one with a passion for shopkeeping and business in general. You'd be wise to take advantage of this opportunity before the offers start rolling in.
It looks to be rather a mess. Why haven't other tenants been able to make a go of it there?
As you've no doubt considered, running a shop is not as simple as those less savvy might think. The new owner, however, will have something that previous tenants did not: the benefit of Penny's particular prowess. Her assistance will make all the difference, I should think, in both getting the shop ready for business and ensuring its success.
It does sound intriguing, but I need to consider my finances first. I'll come and find you if I'm interested.
Very well, but I won't be able to keep the shop available for too long. If you do want the shop, I'd advise you to return to me as soon as possible.
Penízky máme, můžeme i koupit obchod.
Madam Mason, about the shop.
Yes?
I've decided I'd like to go ahead and purchase the shop.
I have to say I'm impressed. You are a remarkably resourceful student.
I am indeed.
And brave. You won't be sorry. Give me the money and I shall get the paperwork filed immediately.
Yep, tady máte.
Shall I head directly to the shop?
Please do. Oh, one more thing. Since my husband died, I've not been able to bring myself to retrieve some of his personal items. They're in a chest at the back of the shop. Penny has the key. As you get organised, I would be terribly grateful if you could help an old widow and gather his things for me before you open for business. I wish you the very best of luck in your endeavours. Penny will meet you there.
Velmi děkuji, bylo s vámi radostí obchodovat.